Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Esteemed FaceTime with Leaders, an initiative by World Development Corporation. My name is Soniwall, and I'm an anchor at World Development Corporation. FaceTime with Leaders is a platform for industry veterans to come together to share their knowledge, ideas, thoughts, and best practices with one another, as well as with upcoming industry leaders. In a nutshell, we attempt to encapsulate the multi-decadal learnings of all our industry stalwarts. We hope that by conducting these FaceTime with Leader interviews, we can bring together a global community of eminent personalities. Great learnings from great leaders undoubtedly assist everyone as they help us in identifying, nurturing, and working on trade secrets that have already proven a success formula for so many. And this is what we aim for with these sessions by making them a gathering of industry stalwarts and a knowledge sharing community. We have one such corporate titan on FaceTime with Leaders with us today, Mr. Yogesh Srinivasaiah. His professional journey has been a testament to his unwavering dedication and expertise across the realms of data security domain, IT infrastructure, consulting and appliance and network management. His leadership style is characterized by an enthusiastic commitment to team development and an unyielding focus on ethical standards and customer satisfaction. In his current role as Senior Manager Technical Support at SonicWALL Info Security Services India Private Limited, he oversees a team of specialists responsible for delivering prompt and effective technical support. His responsibilities span strategic planning, team management, client relations, and ensuring the seamless resolution of technical challenges. So, Yogesh, sir, to begin with, could you let our viewers know in brief about your career journey so far?
Thanks, Mr. Tanai. It was a wonderful introduction, and I really appreciate your wordings on it. As Tanai stated, my name is Yogesh, and I've been in this industry for almost 22 plus years. Just to start off with a small journey here to give an insight, I started as a lab assistant in Jet King Hardware Institute. That is where I started my journey, and eventually I got the opportunity to become a trainer there. Then I started training people, educating on different technologies in Windows and Linux and Solaris platform. That also gave me an opportunity to understand the business requirement in terms of industries and IT sectors. What is the requirement they have as a network engineer or an IT professional when they come into the corporate, and what is the expectation from each of the individuals who are trained and go out of the market with the certification. So that gave me an opportunity to understand the business, bells and whistles. And, as I started my journey with the training, I also gained experience in terms of deliverables that are required from a corporate sector. So I spent almost like 6 years in that industry in training with the different platforms, starting from hardware to networking. And then I wanted to explore my opportunity in, the customer base. So I started, working as a network administrator in one of the reputed organization, which gave me an opportunity to work with the client requirement, especially customers' engagement with corporate world. What are their requirement? How do you go about it? And what are the security implementation that needs to be in place, be it firewall, be it, the type of security devices that gets incorporated both in-house and as well as with related to the end, user. Like, for example, if customer or an individual is working from a coffee shop, how we are going to protect him from gaining access to his personal information or corporate data. So what is the level of security that needs to be incorporated on the laptops or desktops, whatever he is going to be using. So that gave me an opportunity in terms of hardening the security portfolio, in terms of hardening the firewall, the network security devices. And it also gave me an opportunity what is the actual requirement within industry, because in training we may not be exposed all to the practical domain environment what an individual will be going through or a corporate will be going through. But my training experience with the practical implementation of this knowledge gave me an immense opportunity to explore, and that's where I started my journey. So providing those services, it gave me an opportunity to scale up my ladder as a senior engineer, team lead, manager, and then started managing multiple teams across the board, not only in India, but also outside India, where I have collaborative team that functions across the board and which we provide a solution. With the current organization I'm working in, we are into seamless cybersecurity platform. We provide protection to our customers using firewalls, using different platforms with related to remote access solutions, as I mentioned, right? So one of the key requirement with related to today's world is that irrespective of wherever you are, you should be able to get connected to your network. And there comes the security, and there comes the information, what can be shared, what cannot be shared. So I'm into that domain in terms of mitigating that gap, and as well as making sure that the information is confidential and it is being retained at the corporate level as well. That's my brief journey in terms of industry. As I started with this, I also learned the gap in terms of education. So, just being an electronics, telecommunication graduate or diploma holder, it was not sufficient for me to, start exploring things. So I started, distance learning from IGNO, and I am graduated BCA, MCA. That's a journey I started with the graduation part. And then I had a break for 3 years, and then I wanted to get into, finance part of the team, because as a part of the process with the current role I am in, it is also important for me to understand the business part of the equation in terms of investment and stuff. So financing is one of the other domain that I wanted to be part of. So I got my MBA from Sikkim Manipal University, distance education again. So I completed my MBA in finance. So together it has become a total package for me in my own career growth, attaining the knowledge. And of course, all the technical certification that I have achieved so far is also helping me. And one of the gap that I started seeing is that apart from the knowledge and apart from the information what you have shared, if you don't continue your knowledge sharing, at some point it is going to be in a bookshelf. So that's where I started, delivering trainings to the undergraduate students. It was a great opportunity for me that I got from Karnataka Science and Technology Academy, where I do give some webinars online to the undergraduate students, students from 10th standard PUC, so that they understand where the career opportunity is, what are the information available in the internet world, how do you access it and make use of that information. So that gave me an opportunity to give two different presentation. One is on cyber security, which is a general topic, which is going to encourage students so that they can design career in their life, right? Computers is all about so much information all around, so it's very important you need to have right type of guidance, and I got an opportunity to educate that undergraduate student. And the second opportunity I got is in terms of how cybersecurity is going to be play an important role in education stream, academics, right? Why it is important and how it is going to help to secure the information within the corporate and as well as within the education firm, because innovation and learning starts from academics. And if that information is not protected, then it is going to be a great loss for the entire community. So that's where cyber security plays a very important role in terms of both academic stream as well. So I got an opportunity to provide that session for the academic lecturers, and it was a great honor with students as well, right? A lot of innovative minds, a lot of questions, interactive sessions is definitely helping a lot. Yeah, that's about my journey, Tanay. Coming to the corporate experience, personal experience. I participated in Indian Memory Championship in 2021. I participated in that. That gave me an immense knowledge in terms of how do you improvise your memory, right? Retain things. As per study, it has been noted that we just use 1% of our brain, right? So at the max, we are using 4 to 10%. That is with leaders who have implemented this, like Einstein and combination of people who have been consistently doing their innovations and stuff. But still, having that said, only 10% of the brain is being utilized even at that level, and there is more to explore. So that gave me an opportunity to do a specific program called neuro-linguistic programming, which will help you to understand how do you have control over your body and mind, and how do you stay calm in situations, how do you take decisive decision, which is going to help not only you as an individual, but again, we have to always keep in mind that we are also part of the society. Our action is going to reveal what kind of impact it is going to make to our future generation, as well as the young generation currently, and the people who are already there, who are our ancestors, our past individuals who have been contributing to this welfare of this society. Okay, so that's I've been journeying at a professional front and as well as at a individual front.
So can you share a personal or professional goal that reflects your vision for the future in your field?
Yes, the overall experience, what I have seen at the end of the day, it is going to be related to what is your contribution to the society, right? End of the day, that is where it is going to land up. How you are being viewed, how you are going to represent yourself, and how is your contribution is going to help, for the youngsters who are coming up, and then as well as a part of the community, what is your contribution, which is going to help with the current situation what we are running into, be it the global environment issue that we are running into, then resource consumption, how efficiently we are using our resources, and waste management is other aspect that has been looked at. And as I look along with the working experience that I have been with IT sector, it is also important for us to understand how we are impacting the environment. All right.
Yeah.
So that is where the ESG part of the equation comes into picture, which was attracting towards my career path, both at personal and professional level. So I had the opportunity to be part of that training, and I'm still pursuing it. And definitely that is helping me to understand, both at personal level as well as at the corporate level, how our presence and our action is going to create an impact within the world what we are in. And definitely it is going to be a stepping stone for future life as well, because every step we take is going to have a greater impact in the world.
Yeah. So you've been honored with several accolades. Which of them do you cherish the most and why?
Train the trainer program, which I completed from Success Gyan. As I said, being a trainer, at some point I lost track. But after joining this training program, Train the Trainer, it really re-highlighted me back the importance of sharing knowledge, right? Unless you share the knowledge, no matter how much our information you gain for yourself, it is not going to be useful. It is going to be just dusted. So that's one of the reason, this program has definitely enlightened me in terms of the more you share, the more you care. Right. That's very, very important. And I also strongly believe that success is not about one individual accomplishment, but by the way you're going to impact the life of others.
Yeah.
So that's a way I look at it. And I also look at success is not a destination, it is always a journey. And having said this, that created me an opportunity to write 2 books, which eventually I'm going to talk about it. One was with facing the first job interview, and the second book is on cyber stalking. This is about the awareness. People know information is all around, but we don't get right information at the right time. So that's a key thing, which I believe it is very important that as a mentor, I am being mentored by so many people around. It is also my responsibility that I also educate people, and having that in mind, I mentor 2 students from Catalyst, an NGO, which is basically an NGO. We provide education to girl child. So they provide sponsorship for these kids so that they can get a graduation in their engineering, depending upon the stream of education they are interested in. So I'm part of that particular program where I mentor these 2 individuals, and whatever the knowledge I have gained, I'm trying to impart it. So I have given them a good insight in terms of how to build memory, how to memorize things, how to prepare for a presentation, what are the key things that you need to keep in mind. So it is definitely helping me as an individual, but also it is helping me in contributing to the society, and as well as my own son, which I'm trying to coach him, and getting into the limelight in terms of what is important and how humble we need to be with the society and people around.
So how and when did you develop an interest in ESG and corporate governance?
Yeah, being part of corporate world, right, we always run into situations where ethics plays a key important role, right? And also in terms of integrity is very, very important that one has to maintain in life. And apart from that, how your nature of business, whether you're going to be directly involved or indirectly involved, but you're part of the organization, and organization is going to play its important role. It's also important for us as an employee of an organization, as well as a responsible citizen, right? It's very important for us to understand what best can be done and what needs to be done. And doing MBA in finance, I started studying in terms of financial uh, investment from corporates, in terms of not only in terms of development as an industry, but also in terms of how these investments are being invested in social economical development, right? Not only in terms of education, society, cleaning up of things, waste management and stuff, right? That gave me an insight in terms of ESG. So where it talks about all this sustainability steps that need to be taken and considered,
Yes.
which will help us to understand things and be a better person in an industry, as well as an individual when it comes to social being. So that's where it created the impact, and that's where I started looking into the ESG opportunity and looking for more information. How do I go about, how do I scale, and how do I make myself to be part of this journey where all top 500 companies or 1,000 companies who have been part of, who have been it's going to be a tiny effort from my side in the contribution to the society, and I believe it is a long way to go. It's just a beginning of the journey, and it's a long way to go.
So, as an ESG and corporate governance
Mm-hmm.
expert, what values do you bring to the table?
So it's very important that the way we have come across in life, there are individuals who have got the opportunities in life. There are individuals who doesn't have the opportunity in life. It is also important for us how we shape ourselves and take others along with us in terms of achieving those skill sets of goal. And I think it is a journey for us to drive. And I think training is one of the greatest platform which I have also been part of with this organization as well, World Development Corporation, right? So it is also helping me and also helping others in general with my own team members, right? Which is a great initiative both at the personal and professional front, where it is helping me to implement it, and it also gives us a sense of responsibility in terms of environment, waste management, and sustainability practices that are being shared by those gurus who have been in this industries for multiple decades. Though it was not very prominent, I think now the emphasis is more on ESG platform, how organization is playing its role. Earlier, it was more about profitization and in terms of how industries can scale, but now it is more on towards the three P's, what we talk about. People, planet, and profit, that comes into picture. So it is a very well defined format, and I think it is a great opportunity to be part of this learning curve.
So, as someone working closely with technology, what are some of the most remarkable changes you have seen in your field with changes in technology? And what changes do you expect to see in the future with the advent of IoT, AI, ML, blockchain, big data, Web 3.0, etc.?
Yeah, I would look at in two aspects here. One is centralized aspect of the internet. So where every data is being centralized as a repository, and we use the platform of internet and try to access information and try to fetch information. But at some point, we don't know how that information is being shared or being protected. Though we have a lot of softwares and stuff, with security devices in place, but once the information is centralized, how is that information is being carried forward from there on? We don't have that control. I think the technology innovation in terms of Internet of Things, how these devices communicate with each other, the software that has been utilized, how are those being protected, is one of the aspects. And it is also important that how are these devices are going to intercommunicate with each other. Today we have the option of turning on a light using our mobile app. So we are connecting from a mobile app, and then we are turning on the lights. So likewise, we are turning down or turning up the servers sitting remotely, in a remote location. So some of the other way IoT devices are helping us to interconnect with each other, where the physical requirement of an individual is mitigated. We don't have to be in server room always for us to maintain the server. We can stay out remote and we can manage. I think IoT is playing that role in terms of connecting all our connectivity devices in place, and also at the same time providing the opportunity of securing it. That is one aspect of IoT. Now, coming to the other aspect in terms of machine learning and artificial intelligence, machine learning is subset. AI is subset of machine learning, where earlier we used to, as programmers, someone has to sit and learn patterns, understand the data, do the pros and cons, provide case studies, to create testimonies in terms of identifying what is right, what is wrong, and then convert into a program and into a language and then into a software. But with artificial intelligence in coming in picture, it automatically learns the behavior with the information being accessed. So Google becoming a platform, Microsoft becoming a platform with artificial intelligence, right? They read information what is going on live with the repository of Google information, what is being stored. I think artificial intelligence is trying to understand the behavior of human, what kind of responses a human would give in a given circumstances and situation. That's the way we are heading at. And virtual platforms is creating a lot of importance in the given world with AI in place. And coming to big data, we all know that information is crucial and it is very important, and how that information is being reviewed and presented in front of people, and what messaging that we are going to deliver to the society and the world is very, very important. And I think big data is going to play a very important role, because historical data is definitely going to help us to understand what are the pros and cons, where we lag behind, and where we need improvisation. And then coming to Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, that is another aspect of engagement where digitalization is playing an important role. It's not about a physical commodity or product. It is all about the information that is going to be made available, where paper format of information which can be used as a currency. Now you can also have a digital certificate in the form of a currency, which can be used for either transaction of business or even for business application itself. So when you're going to be part of it, that is how it is going to be utilized. So being digital, being part of the digital technology and innovation, which is coming up with Made in India concept, with all UPI schemes coming into picture as digital applets, it is going to make a big difference with the current world. And apart from that, it is also important for us how this information is being showcased and presented in front of our young generation, because mobile is one of such device which is accessible to even to kids now, and it is very important that how this information is shared, and how we have those restrictions in place where security plays a very important role in our life.
So we're building a community here of industry magnates. The move is meant for cross-pollination of knowledge and building a knowledge-sharing community of corporate giants and industry experts. What are your thoughts about this initiative taken by Mr. Zishan Pathan, Mr. Heval Mehta, and the whole World Development Corporation team?
All right. In the world where we are living in, right, we have always innovation and collaboration. And I would like to thank here Mr. Jishan Pathan and Heval Mehta and the World Development Corporation here for unanimously getting all this innovative mindset of people under one umbrella. Right. So having corporate expertise at one level and industrial experts at another level. So where this community is going to create that, pollinization. The pollinization is going to share knowledge and also gives us an opportunity for, sharing and learning from these experts who have been in this industries for decades. And I think this community is going to play a very crucial role in engaging all this industrial experience experts in one place. And apart from that, it becomes a social responsibility being part of this community in sharing knowledge and ensuring that we give enough information from an experience standpoint of view, and as well as it creates a platform for the young mindset of people who are stepping into this roles. So definitely it is going to create an opportunity for repository of information, and also gives an opportunity for innovation. And over a period of time, we will see more people emerging out of these experiences. And likely said, mentors is always going to play an important role. And I think WDC is very crucial in terms of creating this community and getting all those mentors in one place. And I know that how time is very important from an individual standpoint, especially people at that level, to spare their time and be part of this community to deliver their experience and expertise. I think this team is doing a phenomenal job. And I don't know how more I can thank for this community and group of people who have been sharing this knowledge. Have been so far from a year, and I think it's a invaluable knowledge. And I don't think we will be able to segregate as an individual, but this community and the initiative done by these two great people is definitely having a greater impact in our lives, especially me as well.
Great, sir. It was fantastic conversing with you, and I'm confident that your insights will greatly inspire future leaders. Thank you so much for joining us today, and wish you the best for your future endeavors. Moreover, trust that this initiative by Directors Institute has unquestionably expanded the participants' understanding and enriched their minds. Thank you so much once again, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Tanay, for your time and the team behind the scene. We know that we also have team working behind the scene. I would appreciate and thank the time and effort. And it was a wonderful session. Thanks for your time, and thank you again, giving me this opportunity to be part of this team. Thank you.
Our pleasure, sir. Have a great day ahead.
You too. You have a good day ahead. Thank you, team. Yeah.
Thank you.